All right, welcome everyone to another Super Saturday. We've got something big in store for you. Wait till the very end when our fearless leader, Stuart Finger, shares what is coming. In the meantime, meet Moringa Mist, the newest addition to our Mist family. We're going to talk about that here today and our DDP system that you're going to be hearing about from our own David D'Arcangelo. We're very excited about our Mist system. And then we're going to hear from some leaders. By the way, each one of these leaders has done over $1 billion in sales worldwide and have built teams in the hundreds of thousands. We're going to hear Reed Nelson talking about the magic in momentum, Fred Holmes, the daily method of operation, Pat Anderson, building in 15-minute increments. I'm excited to hear that one. And our Stuart Finger is going to talk about our Just Push Play system and a special announcement you don't want to miss. So hang on to the very end. Before we get started with all the training, we want to talk about rank advancements. These are rank advancements that occurred in September. And by the way, many of these people have rank advanced since in October, and we'll be learning about those rank advancements on next month's Super Saturday. So let's get started. We've had this amazing power of three system where if you enroll three people with three products, you can earn $50. And of course, if you do it three times, you earn $150 plus you also get a hoodie. And I'm kind of jealous because you'll notice that my name's not on there. I'm not getting a hoodie. So I want to know what I have to do to to get one. But I'm sure we're going to have an opportunity to earn more later. All right, so let's just start with the power of three with the people who did it one time and earned that $50. And so we have, and I don't have all the flags on this particular slide, but they're worldwide. We've got people here from all over, from the UK, from the Canary Islands, from Poland, from Canada, from the US. So let's just go through some of those names. For the power of three one time, we've got Michelle, Blizzard, Edita, from Poland, Carrie, Maria Mercedes, Rosaria, Yulita, Fred Holmes, Alejandra, Dana, and Candace. Congratulations to them. And who do we have that's done it three times? Reed and Yvonne Nelson and Naira out of the Canary Islands. So welcome or congratulations to everybody for earning the extra money. And I'm really jealous of the ones that earned that hoodie.
Well,
All
I'm
right.
excited about this, Collie. Oh my gosh, this is a manager three. And Stu talks about become a manager three and become a manager seven. So this is the beginning and creating that $50 bonus. So we have some Americans. We have Jimmy, Valerie, Sandy, and Deb. We've got Dana in Canada and Alejandro in the Canary Islands. Congrats.
Absolutely. Manager four, what do I have to do? Just get one more. And we've got some amazing people that have done that are on their way up. Grazina from the UK, Candace from Canada, and Jonah from the United States.
Well, this one really excites me. Coming up is our manager seven. Oh, it's manager six. I'm sorry, manager six. Juanita in Poland. Joanna in Ireland. That's our first in Ireland. Way to go. And Rosera in the Canary Islands. Congrats, everyone.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about Manager 7 because once you get to Manager 7, you have met your personal enrollment requirements for every rank in our comp plan, all the way up to the very top at 500K. So this is way to go for these people that have met the requirements to go all the way to the very top of the comp plan. And we've got a lot of people from the United States. We've got Trey, Jerry, Carrie, Michelle, Jeremy, and again from Poland, Adita. Congratulations to all of our manager sevens.
Well, this is special to me. I get to announce Fred Holmes is a 5K earner in his first month. That is exciting. And Reed and Yvonne Nelson in their second month became a 10K earner.
And that is exciting, especially because now Pat Anderson is now 25K in her second full month in the business. So we're going to hear from all of these new ranked advanced leaders on this call here today. So congratulations to everybody. And now we're going to get into some training. So, our first speaker who's going to talk to us about the DDP system is our own David D'Arcangelo. And I don't know if any of you want to know who this guy is, just Google him. You'll be kind of blown away. The resume is impressive. He is our chief product innovator. And a lot of the reason why I'm here, it's because of this technology. And it's because of products that we've been able to bring to market with this technology that no other company has certainly don't have, and I don't even know if they're in the process, and it would probably take them years to catch up to where we are with this because of this man who's a recognized author and speaker, a financial advisor, an insurance expert. He was a former host of a TV show, Money Talk. He knows about money, he knows about products, and he knows about why we are where we are with Social X about to change the world. So with that, I am going to turn it over to David D'Arcangelo.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, and congratulations to all the people ranking up. Really, that's the real power of the industry and the people, and to get to financial freedom for those who have it. And I've interviewed them, started about a couple of weeks ago. They're here tonight. I would just say this, just like that's the game plan: is make a difference, have fun, and make money. Okay, everybody. I've got about 10 minutes. This is an incredible time for me. I love product innovation. I love moving the needle. I love doing what people say you can't do. So let me start with a little presentation here. The breakthrough supplements the world has been waiting for, you're about to hear about. So the DDP system, it's the DDP system is absolutely detox, depend, and power up. You're going to learn about it today. You're going to learn about it throughout the rest of the week. It'll change your life and what you think about what's possible mentally and physically. So the DDP system is powered by the nanoencapsulation technology and ultra pure lipids that we created. Our partners have a patent pending on it. And we created one of the most potent, and really, you should learn this statement, the most potent, fastest delivery glutathione, mangosteen, and moringa supplements with the best bioavailability ever brought to market. That's what we created, and it's the DDP system. Introducing DDP, Detox, Defend, Power Up. I like to say 3 products, 4 seconds, forever changed. A breakthrough from breakthrough science, I like to say it changes your life. So it's breakthrough living. When nutrients finally reach your cells, which we'll talk about next, fast, potent, and bioavailable, the difference is undeniable. Look at those 3 products right there. They can take you to optimum health and financial freedom. So let's back up. Your body has about 37 trillion cells. And let me put that in perspective. When at conception, there's the male sperm and the female egg. They get together. Then it becomes 1. Replicates, it becomes 2. 2 becomes 4. 4 becomes 8, 16, 32, 64, 128. All the way up. All till you become that human being in 9 months approximately. Because what happens is, listen to me, the cells, and today it continues on at every age. Your cells become your tissues become your organs become your system, which become you. As you're listening to me right now, 3 million of your cells are dying and 3 million are replicating. It's 300 billion new cells every day. Trust me, this is our forte. These are our products. 3 mists, 4 seconds, forever change. So, do you want to replicate after hearing that healthy cells or unhealthy cells? Unhealthy cells, you produce little energy. Your body's under attack. Your cells really 10,000 times a day, they say. and constantly free radicals doing damage. So you have to have products to counteract it. Antioxidants, glutathione, mangosteen, moringa. But unhealthy cells produce little energy and lots of harmful free radicals. A healthy cell looks beautiful. Just look at the right hand side of that woman's face and just look at the cell and they go together. Lots of energy, few free radicals, nutrients and oxygen, just vitality. But now I'm in for a special look at this. Those are cells from a microscope. Those are unhealthy cells. What's wrong with them? They're all clumped up, they're all pushed together. This is what healthy cells are supposed to look like. That's why we created the three mists. DDP, your decision. You want to speed up the aging process, like on the left, or do you want to delay the aging process? I'll just tell you, healthy cells, happy life. So let me put my, I've got this screen in the way here. I'm going to hide the video panel. Let's see if we can do that. Show video panel, hide floating meeting controls. Okay, there we go. So SocialX, what we did is we changed the game, changed everything. So I'm going to introduce you to our discovery and innovation, the three major focuses. When they came to me and with the development team and everybody's excited, and when we did glutathione, when we did mangosteen with Collie Butler, when we did moringa mist with Pat, I mean, they said they talked about their ideas and their products and their love for them. And what we all then talked about is, okay, we have to have the highest potency, the most bioavailability, and the fastest delivery. If we can accomplish that, then we'll produce the product. Why? Because it's important, because if you have 100% potency and zero bioavailability, you got delivered zero. If you have 10 potency on a scale of 1 to 10 and bioavailability of 10%, that's nothing. It's like you got on a scale of 100, you got 1. But what we strive for is the closest to 100% potency, 100% bioavailability, and 100% delivery. That moves the needle. To do that, you have to have size. You have to have nano encapsulation as our technology. But before I talk about size and what we had to do with these molecules in each of those three different products that you can see on the screen, we had to nano size them. What size does that really matter? On the left of my screen, you'll see that's an electron microscope. These are so small, these nanoparticles, that nothing can see it. You have to use electron. So let me just give you a perspective, 70 microns. Now you're looking through a microscope now, it's all blown up. Human hair is 70 microns. If you come down to 40 microns, that's the naked eye threshold. The naked eye can't see anything below 40 microns. 25 microns is your white blood cells. 8 microns is your red blood cells. Dust and bacteria is 2 microns. I'm getting to the point here in a minute. 2 microns. Look at the little black dot down there. Now you're looking through a microscope, electron microscope, and it's like, oh my gosh, you needed to see that. It's a little black dot. But wait a second, look closely. Look at the black dot. That's what we strive for. That's Moringa Mix. We nano-sized it down from a leaf and seeds to what we call 80 nanometers. It's infinitesimal. And it's the surface area that does the work. So the 80 nanometers, just so you know, is up to 25 times smaller than the 2 microns. Our nanoencapsulation technology with ultra pure lipids makes everything possible. They called me from the lab and they said, Dave, we got it. We did it. It happened. And I said, great. They go, what do we want? A pill, a pill powder or a liquid? What format do we want it? And I said, no, none of that. I said, the best delivery is misting it onto the soft tissue of your mouth because our nanotechnology will take it through your mucous membranes and into your blood. So how are we going to deliver it? Look at that heart. That's you. Put your hand on your heart. It's powerful. It beats 100 times a day, your heart. It pumps 2,000 gallons of your blood, 12,000 miles throughout your body per day. We're going to use your blood pumping 2,000 gallons to mist onto the soft tissue of our mouth to get into your blood so that it does the carrying throughout the entire body. That's the breakthrough with nanoencapsulation and our patent pending technology. So, how quick does it take it around your body? When you mist onto the soft tissue, in as little as 4 seconds, it's to your blood, 15 seconds to your liver, and 2 minutes throughout your entire body. It's getting everywhere. It's immensely bioavailable. It's working. You're getting more than you're paying for the first time ever. Why the three myths work better together, which is why we're so happy that the Moringa people, the Pat, Freds, Reeds, and all of you that have come over with Moringa, we were like, okay, that it was new. The secret isn't just the 3 products, it's the DDP system. That's the branding. Detox, defend, power up. Why? Because you have to detox. Glutamist does the detoxing, clears the toxins out so your cells can operate freely. Xanthomist Plus, remember, 10,000 times a day your cells are under attack, free radicals. Detoxing helps clear the toxins. Xanthomist supports your 11 vital organ systems. It helps shield from the stress and premature aging. It neutralizes some of the free radicals. So if you detoxed and defend, you've helped save the cell, but that cell is injured. It's not the healthiest as it should be. And here comes Moringa Mist. Power up your damaged cells with dense nutrition and trace minerals to help promote cellular health so that you can perform at your peak mental and physical capabilities. By supporting all 3 simultaneously, these products, your DDP system, this protocol helps promote performance at the cellular level. So with the complete DDP system in one daily protocol, isn't it time you made it your system? The promise: look fabulous, feel great, live healthier for longer. Thank you, everybody. This is David D'Arcangelo. I hope you enjoyed the presentation. It's short, quick, and to the point, and you'll have a chance to go over it later. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen and send this back to Kali.
Thank you so much, David. That was a great, great presentation. And we will be editing that portion out, making it available as a standalone video because that was absolutely incredible. And wow, I'm so excited about the Moringa Mist, our newest mist, and the completion, our trifecta for total health. So I have been a mangosteen user for since 2002. I'm absolutely love it. It's what brought me here is this technology in mangosteen. I love the glutathione. I never really heard about it. I kind of heard about it, didn't really know what it was, didn't know it was the body's master antioxidant, didn't know everything it had to do. So grateful that Stuart Finger found it early in his life and career. And it's actually what kind of brought him into the industry of helping people with their health and not just their wealth that he had been doing so successfully for so many years. And he's got an amazing story with that. And Moringa, I fell in love with Moringa 2017 when I became part of a company that brought in our mangosteen company. And we called it the marriage of the two. Mangosteen and Moringa got married, and it was really great. And people loved both products. They got such tremendous benefits when they did both of them in combination for all the reasons why David just said. So to have that now, 90 some nutrients in this one mix and the xanthone molecules in another and the glutathione in another, I feel like I can live to be 100, which has always been the goal, but now I feel like I can do it with vitality. Yes, so excited. All right, let's get into some business training. I'm really excited about our next speaker because he is a master trainer. He is also one of our newest 5K executive vice presidents with the company. He's a multi-million-dollar earner, and he has never actually sat down and quantified the actual number of sales, but like I said, I think every speaker that you're hearing here, every leader has done $1 billion or more in sales in this industry because he's been at it for 40 years and he didn't count the years that he was not fully focused on this industry. Those are the full-time in the trenches working with people and helping them be successful years. So with that, I would like to turn the time over to Fred Holmes.
Thank you very much, Collie. I appreciate that. And, I listen to Dr. D and I get more excited about what we're doing. And I mean, I'm already excited. But listen, I'm going to take a few minutes here. I'm going to share with you probably one of the most important things that you can do to ensure your long-term success with Social X. I encourage you to grab your notebook, get your pen on turbo pace there. What we do in our business is pretty simple. The important thing is to master the simple things. Now, I'm going to be talking about the topic is the daily method of operation. It's how you focus on building your business. And I kind of want to frame this up for a moment. If what you're doing with your Social X business is something you're just here to have fun with, you like the products, you want to share it with people, I would define that as a hobby business. And what a great hobby. I mean, your hobby could be gardening or golfing, which I really never understood. Sorry, golfers, I don't get that. Maybe it's tinkering with your car or whatever it is your hobby is. You could have a hobby business sharing these incredible products, helping change people's lives and make some money while you're doing it. What a great way to have a hobby. Most hobbies cost you money. Here you can make money. And so what I'm going to share with you about daily method of operation really doesn't apply if that's your focus, okay? What I want to talk about is for those of you that want to create a serious business. Now, be clear, when I say a serious business, I'm not talking about making, thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars. That's not the definition of a serious business. A serious business is one where you are engaged with a profit motive, you intend to make money, and what level of income you intend to make, what your desire is, that's what creates the serious business. So for somebody making an extra, let's say $500 a week, $2,000 a month, $25,000 a year, if that's what your goal is, that's a serious business. Because trust me, that extra, $25,000 a year, that's going to be a serious benefit to you. Others of you might be looking for a replacement level of income. Some of you have the focus on using your Social X business to create true financial independence and financial abundance. So whatever it is that your goals are, that defines your business as being a serious business for you. Now, daily method of operation, why we talk about this very simply has to do with what the majority of people in our country do. Most people, 95% of the population works for a living for the 5% that own the business. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Jim Rohn says, wages are good, that's how you pay the bills, but profits are better, right? And that's how the 5% think. They think in terms of profits. And if you look at our educational system, I mean, from the day we started in school, we were told, when do we have to show up at school? When, what are we going to do for the first hour? When is recess? When is lunch? We're told, when take our breaks, where to eat our lunch, so on and so forth, and when to go home. That created a tremendous workforce, and most people fit into that category. And what we need to do is we need to teach self-employment mentality, because business owners think and act differently than employees. And so the vast majority of you, you have a job, all right, which is a good thing, right? I had a job before. I wasn't very good at it. I never really fit in very well working for the county. That was not a good experience. But what we need to do is now help you start to incorporate the mindset of self-employment status. And so I'm going to share with you a few things that the self-employed understand and they execute on a daily basis. So let's start with number one. Identify your activities that are going to create productivity within your business. And I'm going to recommend that you do this, every single day. I suggest at the end of the day, you start with identifying the activities that you're going to participate in the following day. Just like a business owner doesn't, turn the key in the front door to open up the business and then figure out what they're going to do that day. They already know in advance from the day before what the activities are going to be for the upcoming business day. Now, identifying the productive activities that you're going to engage in the following day, those are pretty simple. All right. There's only three things that we do in our business that create income. We share our product, we share our opportunity, and we teach others to do the same. That's it. And so my suggestion to you is identify, 5 or 6 activities that will create profitability in your business. So that might be identifying, 2 people that you're going to share the product with, and write it down. I'm going to talk to, Mary about the Zango Miss. I'm going to talk to, Bob about our, meal replacement shakes and our shape and burn, whatever. You decide what you're going to do. I'm going to talk to, 2 people about my income opportunity and write their names down. Quantify what you're going to be doing. You might include follow-ups in that. So I'm going to follow up on somebody I spoke to yesterday. Did they watch the video? Maybe follow up on somebody, another person. Now we got 6 activities. I'm going to follow up on my exposure to them on our business opportunity. Now, when I talk about the 3 things that are going to create income, the 4, 5, 6 activities that you're going to engage in the following day. Note that I didn't say anything about, setting up your Facebook profile. I didn't talk about setting up your, creating your flyers, your business cards, or, whatever. Okay, folks, those things don't create income. Here's what creates income: sharing our product, sharing our opportunity, teaching others to do the same. That's it. Everything else, your business cards, your flyers, your Facebook profile, that's not included in your work time. All right. That's the time that you figure out when to do that yourself. That's not what creates income. So you've put together, you've identified the activities you're going to engage in the following day. Step number 2, schedule those activities. It's not good enough to say, I'm going to talk to Mary and I'm going to talk to Bob and I'm going to talk to Billy Joel and, whatever. You have to schedule them. When are you going to call Mary and share our products with her? How about on your way to work in the morning? Because you're going to be sitting on the freeway or whatever for, 20, 30 minutes to get to work. Use that time. Give them a call. I'm going to talk to Bob during my lunch break. And since you got a half-hour lunch break, talk to Bob and talk to, Billy Joel, right? Schedule the times that you're going to be doing these specific 4, 5, 6 things that you've identified as productive activities that you'll engage in tomorrow. Number 3, execute. Do the deal. All right. When you write it down on your calendar, however you do that, put it in your phone, right? when it says call Bob at 7:45 on your way to work, call him. When you wrote down call Mary at noon or 12:05, as soon as I get away from the office and go sit in my car, make a couple of phone calls while I'm eating my lunch, or doing your extreme shake, right? Do your extreme shake. Do it. Execute. Follow your predetermined activities for that day. Now, at the end of the day, just before you sit down to then schedule the following day, you just repeat exactly what you did, 24 hours earlier. The last thing you're going to do is close out. Now, business owners understand close out. When the door is shut, it's the end of the business day. All the employees get to go home because remember, they're employees. They know when to show up, what to do, when to take their break, and when to go home. The business owner, their day isn't done yet. They have to close out. That means they get all the receipts from the day and they calculate everything, and then they're maybe determining how much inventory they went through that day so they can get the next day's inventory ready to go or whatever. Business owners always have to monitor what happened in their business so they can retain and maintain profitability. For us, as independent associates with Social X, what we get to do is close out our day, but it's a little bit different. What we do is we sit down and we look at the activities for the day and we determine how we did. Did we follow our schedule? Did we make the contacts? Now, folks, if you were scheduled to call Mary about the product and she wasn't there, that's okay. Guess what? Some customers don't walk into the store, right? Not everybody buys, whatever. The only real issue is, did you do what you had said you were going to do to build your business? Now, once you've done that recap, the closeout of the day, recap of the productivity of your activities during that day, you're either going to do one of two things. That's all there is. All right. You're going to celebrate. Okay. Oh boy, I did all 6 things. Or you're going to have to fix that. All right. It's called celebrate or fix. Now, if you accomplish each one of the activities that you had scheduled for yourself, I encourage you to celebrate. Get excited about it. And, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm, that I don't actually know a lot about. I just know it works. It's neuro-linguistic programming or something like that. When you celebrate, do something meaningful. All right. Maybe here's something that's meaningful. Get yourself a bowl of ice cream to celebrate before you go to bed. Now, I'm not suggesting that. That's probably not the best thing. Okay. But you want to have some kind of physical activity, something that is meaningful to you as a celebration. What I do, and I shut the curtains in my office room so nobody can see from outside. But when I accomplish everything I had set out to do today, I jump up and I dance. I do the dance. Oh boy, I did it. Oh boy, I'm cool. For me, dancing is something meaningful. It's something I like to do. I'm not very good at it, but I like it. And so do something to celebrate your success. Now, if you can't do that, then you got to fix it. And you need to write this down in your notes. Fixing the errors of your daily method of operation, it's real simple. Okay, there's no magic to it. It's going to come down to one of two things. One, you either overestimated how much you could accomplish within the time frame that you allotted. For instance, if you'd set up for this today that you were going to contact 28 people during your lunch break, and your lunch break's 30 minutes long, I got to tell you, it's probably not likely that you're going to accomplish that. Why? Not because you didn't have good intentions, not because you're not a hard worker. It's because you overestimated what you could do with the time that you allotted to that activity. Here's the other thing that went wrong that you might have to fix, and there's only one or two. The second thing is you failed to follow your schedule. Okay, be real clear on this, folks. You are now self-employed. Even though your business might be 5, 10, 15 hours a week, you're building your future with your Social X business. And so if you fail to follow your schedule, that is failing to open up the door of your traditional business. And it probably could have been something as simple as you were going to make 3, meaningful calls during your lunch break. And then your friends drop by as you're ready to go to lunch. You go, hey, come on out, go to lunch with us. We never get to see you. Let's go. We're going to get a burger or whatever. Hang out with us. What, you don't like us anymore? And you failed to follow through on your commitment to your Social X business, your commitment to the success you want, your commitment to your family, your friends, the people that are going to depend on you in the future, and your financial resources from the business. So just once over lightly, decide whether this is a hobby business or you're serious about building a business. And if you're serious about building a business, get self-employment mentality into your head. Every single night before you go to bed, set up the following day. Identify the specific activities, the people you'll call, the people you'll follow up on. Identify those activities, write them down, then schedule them, put them in your calendar. And then when you start your day, execute, do the deal, do the doing part. And at the end of the day, close out the books, celebrate or fix. And if you do that, here's what I can guarantee you. If you do that consistently every single day that you run your business, it is inevitable that your business will increase. It's inevitable. It's a guarantee. And so with that, I'm done. Hope that was helpful to you folks. And Collie, back to you.
Awesome, Fred. Thank you so much. That was the best training because that's what it's all about. It's about doing the deal and it's about being in business. But, we love our hobbyists for sure. And, there's a lot of people just want to share products, maybe get their products for free. And who doesn't? Nothing beats free. But yes, folks, if you want to make some money, just heard from a multi-million-dollar earner tell you how it's a business. Thank you so much. All right,
Thank you.
our next speaker, I'm so excited, is there we go. Our next speaker is the top of the heap here as far as income earning and years in this industry. Check this guy out. 10K executive leader in a second full month in this business, multi-million-dollar earner, and I'm talking multi-million-dollar earner, 53-year veteran in the network marketing industry. And I like this, 444. Built a team of 400,000 people in 46 countries, done over $4 billion in sales, and he's here for you. He loves to make money, have fun, help people. That's the reason he's in this business. And with that, I'm going to turn the time over to my friend and new business partner, Reed Nelson.
Hey, thank you, Collie. Appreciate that. Thank you, Fred, and everyone. This is awesome, absolutely awesome. So I'm going to go quick. So, I was asked to talk about the magic in momentum. Well, first of all, you can't build momentum by building slowly. Okay, slow does not mean speed. You can build a customer base slowly, one at a time. But if you want to build the business and really get it going and create momentum, so it's really growing, you got to do it fast. Okay. And so everything Fred said, by the way, was great. It's all correct. The mechanics of the business, what you have to do, all that's awesome, except for one thing. If you have a bad attitude, none of it'll work. Okay. So here's the deal. I've always taught for many, many years that the magic in network marketing and the magic in creating momentum is sincerity and enthusiasm. Okay. When you are sincere about what you're talking about, people listen. When you're excited, when you're enthusiastic, you draw people to you. It's a magnet. It just draws people to you. Okay. That's really what's going on here. And so I wrote a couple of quick notes here while I was listening there. So the magic isn't in the mechanics. The mechanics have to be done. Absolutely. Don't ever ignore those. They have to be done. That daily method of operation. But don't forget to be excited and be enthusiastic and be sincere about what you're doing. I'm sitting looking at these 3 bottles here on my desk, the trifecta. And how could you not be excited about that? It's amazing. David did such a fantastic job. So attitude is everything here, okay? And so here it is in a lump, okay? I got a formula for you. Sincerity and enthusiasm plus the numbers. The numbers. You got to see the people, see the people, see the people, see the people. Okay? Sincerity, enthusiasm, do the work equals momentum. If it's done fast. There's no such thing as slow and steady. That does not exist. Okay, like I said, you can build a customer base that way, but you're not going to build a big business that way. Want to do it as fast as you possibly can. Everybody's different. We all know that, frankly, I'm not very duplicatable myself. I understand that. So, but the work we do is duplicatable. Talking to people every day, doing the little things that Fred just talked about. But if you don't do it with sincerity and enthusiasm, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle. So be happy no matter what. Okay. Be sincere, be enthusiastic, do the work, and you win. That's it. That is momentum. Do it fast. Talk to lots of people. Everybody, or most people that are listening to this have a job still, and that's great, no problem. But you set out the hours, you do your daily method of operation like Fred talked about, do it every single day in the same way, and you're going to win. But you got to do it. And you got to do it with a great attitude. You wake up every day's a great day, everything's awesome, and it's excellent. It's just excellent. So, all right. Enthusiasm is contagious. Okay. You want to have fun, you want to help people, you want to make money, all those things. But that enthusiasm is absolutely critical. And everybody has their own level of enthusiasm. Mine's kind of crazy off the charts. I get that. A little crazy and wild. So other people are really much low key. But the people who know you know when you're excited because they know you. Okay. So be enthusiastic and be sincere. Don't make it fake. Just be excited. Be normal. Be yourself. But let people know that you're really excited about what you have hold of. Because my friends, this is amazing, and I'm so excited about what's going to happen here in the next few minutes. So that's the formula. You're going to build momentum. Be sincere. Be enthusiastic, and do the work. Okay, I'm done. I'm out. Talk to you later.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Reed. And I just have to say that STP, I learned that many years ago in this industry, and it's still the deal. See the people. Daily method of operation and see the people. Love those things. Thank you guys both for your amazing leadership and training. And now we're going to go to our next big trainer. And I'm so excited because Pat Anderson is somebody who I met in 2017 when a company I was with sold to a Moringa company. And I had never really heard of Moringa, which was really surprising because I thought I heard about most of the network marketing companies out there and most of the products. And Zija happened to be right across the street from the company I was with called Zango. But I never noticed them before because they were this small little company that was out there doing something they called the natural health revolution. They were really helping people get healthy. And they weren't out there making a big blast in the network marketing industry. They weren't on the charts for that. They were just quietly building an army of people who were serving other people and helping them. And I just really didn't know anything about them. And all of a sudden, oh, this is my new company. And so Pat is kind of the me of Moringa. I loved mangosteen to help people get healthy and wealthy, and so did Pat. And she embraced our team. She helped our team, educated us on Moringa, and I fell in love with Moringa because of her, and I have been using it ever since. Pat and I have remained friends over the years, and guess what? Here she is in this company. She helped bring an amazing product that is our wellness program. It's absolutely incredible. We talked about that on last Super Saturday. So if you don't know much about it, it's in your back office. You can go there. You can also look at last month's Super Saturday and learn a lot more about it. But Pat is also a multi-million-dollar earner, trainer, industry veteran, and her motto is it's all about health naturally. Our newest 25K executive leader, please help me welcome Pat Anderson.
Hey, Collie, I so appreciate you and all the fun we've had in the last 2 months, and it's only going to get better. I'm listening to Fred and I'm listening to Reed, and I'm just going to reiterate on a few things, but I'm going to talk about my 15-minute increments. I am all about time management and probably fanatical about it because I don't have a lot of time. When I got into this industry, I was running 3 corporations. I was doing trade shows every weekend. I didn't have time. In fact, Fred will tell you, I didn't want to do the business because I just didn't have time. But I learned how to do it around 15 minutes. So every hour has 15 minutes, right? So when I meet a brand new person, first thing I ask them is, how many hours a week would you happen to have that you could donate to doing this business? Well, most of the time they tell me, maybe up to 10 minutes. And I go, oh my gosh, or 10 hours. You've got 10 hours to do this business? I go, that's 40 increments, 40 different things you can be doing this week to build your part-time business. Well, that's how I built into a very significant 6-figure income my first year, and 2 years was doing 15 minutes here and 15 minutes there. So I'm about the peak, pass, and pluck. I can pique somebody's interest in 15 minutes. I can plug them into a tool in 15 minutes. I can pass them to my upline, which is what I did with Fred. But I'm talking about doing a 3-way call, doing a Zoom. Unless I'm on with Stu, it takes a little longer. But I like the 15 minutes because, you've got somebody's attention for that 15 minutes and then off we go. And in fact, so many times I'll be on a call and, I'd say, we've got 15 minutes to do this. We're going to talk about it. If we need other time to discuss other things, we'll book another 15 minutes. Okay. So I always try to keep everybody on track instead of way out there. And so I want you to be thinking when you're prospecting people of what you could be doing in your 15 minutes. Fred talked about, his daily method of operation and, what you should be doing. But think about what he said and break it down now into 15 minutes here, 15 minutes there. And the most important, as he said, your last 15 minutes of the day must be on what you're going to do the next day. I do not go to bed until I know what I'm going to start my day off and what I plan on doing. Okay. That is the most important thing to me because I'm not going to get up, like I get up really early and go do chores on the farm. I don't want to be scattered after I've finished the chores. I want to know that at 8 o'clock when I get back in, that I'm going to be calling such and such a person. I'm going to be sending out so many things, prospecting, videos, etc. I need to know that. I need to be disciplined. And that is the one thing I can say of building over the years. I am very, very disciplined. And I think if you just implement what the 3 of us have talked about here today, you can be too, whether you're part-time, you want to go full-time, it doesn't matter. We all have our different goals. But if you are disciplined, you're going to be successful to the degree you want to be successful. So with that, back to you, Collie.
All right, that was incredible. Our next speaker, of course, is our fearless leader, but I'm going to take a second to share my screen and just go back because something Pat said, I just have to show you to make sure that you see this. All right. Pat talked about doing some chores on the farm. I just want to show you her farm. In case you missed it on the screen before, when I introduced her, here we go. The farm. She has this incredible estate with horses, and she just sold a horse this morning, and her passion is amazing. She's not only got this incredible place in Oklahoma, it's been like a dream, and she's inspired a lot of people with this dream, but this is something that what is your passion and your dream and what do you want? You can have it with this business. And so I am just so grateful again that she's been part of this family in Social X, because Social X has just begun, right? We just went through a rebrand, a rename, all of that. And we're ready for the future. We're ready for the next generation of $1 million, multi-million-dollar earners. The question is, are you ready to accomplish whatever it is you want, to dream big again, to set new goals, to be ready for the next chapter of your life? Because we've got the products, we've got the system, we've got the trainers, we've got everything. We just need you to make a decision for yourself. And then if so, we want to run with you. Let's run together. Let's build $1 billion brand and let's create a whole another generation of $1 million and multi-million-dollar earners. So thank you, Pat. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, David. And now we're going to our fearless leader because he's got some big announcements for us here tonight. And we're very excited. Boy, the room, it just keeps filling up and filling up and filling up. And you guys are here to learn about something absolutely incredible. Our own Social X founder, CEO, board member, 40-year industry veteran, multi-million-dollar earner, trainer, has a passion for helping others succeed. Please, let's welcome our Stuart Finger. Stuart, over to you. Tell us what's happening.
Thank you, Collie. What's happening is I've done the best job of my life keeping the biggest secret of my life for the longest time in my life. And I am so glad that today is here. I know a lot, my phone's blowing up. I know you guys are excited and you're pumped up. And I'm so happy to see all of you also. Hi, Jerry. I got to tell you guys though, I can finally go to sleep tonight and I don't have to keep this secret anymore. And this was like a huge secret. But before I tell you that, I want to say, Pat, Reed, Fred, Collie, David, just phenomenal job. I am so proud and excited to be in business with you all and also the other great leaders we have all over the place and everybody out there right now. Thank you for being a part of our Social X family. I believe this is a pivotal moment in the history of our company. I believe this is the day that's going to go down in the history books for Social X as the day that everything changed. Everything changed. And I believe you'll understand why when I share what I have to share. But you all think I've got something to share and then an exciting announcement. But I also want you to know, then I have a huge announcement after that that almost nobody knows about at all. Okay, so please stay with me. There's three different things. The first thing is I want to talk to you about our brand new Just Push Play site where I was going to take 5 or 10 minutes on that. I'm going to do it in 2 minutes. Okay, then I'm going to get to the exciting announcement that is really going to change lives for the better forever starting immediately. And then I'm going to share a big announcement of something that's coming in the next like 10 days ish. Okay, so I want you all to hang with me till the end. That's why I shared that ahead of time. Okay. All right. So here we go. I'm going to share my screen just like David, only I'm going to do it faster. Okay. I'm just teasing. We all tease David because he's like the greatest at everything. But when we have him share his screen, it's kind of funny because we're all holding our breath. Here it comes. But then once he shares, the magic happens. How great was that presentation on why you want the trifecta, right? Just makes sense. Okay, everybody, this site is now live in your back offices. Nobody go there right now. Please stay with me to the end of this. Do not leave this part or any other part of the presentation until it's over. It won't be much longer, but don't go. Stay with me. This is already live in your back office. You all can start using it. This says shared by Stu because my site is stu.socialx.com. Yours is your username.socialx.com. If you put just push play after it, it brings up this website. So after the .com / just push play brings up this website. The reason why we have this is because many, many years ago, I know I'm going to date myself using a VCR tape, a VHS tape, right? We just named the tape Just Push Play. The presentation that was on it wasn't even great, but we taught people if you can just push play, in other words, show the plan. Don't become a super salesperson. Just become an information sharer by using this Just Push Play tape. Just take this tape to people's homes, put it in their VCRs, have them just push play. You can build a huge business. Within about 100 or so days, we had about 90,000 associates join our company and 250,000 customers using the Just Push Play system. Now we're bringing that system into today, right? It's not about VHS tapes anymore, or even cassette tapes or any of that stuff. It's about websites and sharing information by text through your phone, on social media, all that. You can simply share your your link for the Just Push Play site. And these 3 videos will let people hear from me so they know, look, I'm a good guy. I own this company for your benefit. And then they'll hear about the products, and then they'll hear about how they can make money. And literally, I believe whoever uses this site the most wins, right? I really believe that. So folks, Just Push Play. We're going to be teaching on it over the weeks to come. And these videos, it's ready to go. This is good to go. But I just want to let you know, we'll be tweaking them along the way. We're going to be watching the percentage of people that get excited and sign people up with this site. And if we need to tweak stuff here and there, we'll do it. But it's ready to go right now. So everybody, I highly recommend you use the advice that Fred and Reed and Pat gave you, which is basically just do the work. Do the work, right? Here's how you do the work, okay? Just Push Play. Use this site. There's many cool things that are coming to this site over the next week, but it's ready to go right now. Okay, everybody, so that's the first announcement. You have a brand new website today. It's called Just Push Play. All right, let me get to the next one now. I'm going to come off camera just for a minute. I'm sorry, not off camera, but off of sharing my screen. I want to look you all in the eyes for this next one. This is the exciting announcement, okay? This is the exciting announcement. There's been a lot of buzz. There's very few people that know, but the people that know what a big deal this is. And I just wanted to look you in the eyes and let you know I think this is the biggest announcement I've had in the history of my career in 40 years. I truly believe that, actually, with everything. I mean, I don't even think I know it is, but I want you to hear the story of how this happened, okay? I want you all to understand this is no accident, and I also want you to understand just how important you all are to me. Okay, so I really want you to just go with me. I want to take you on a little bit of a journey for the next few minutes so you can understand what happened. Several months ago, I get a phone call from Leticia. Almost everybody on this Zoom knows Leticia. If you've called our customer support, you love them. It's like the most amazing customer support. Leticia is the one that heads it up. And I have got more compliments about our customer support in general and Leticia than you can imagine. But she calls me up. She's like one of the coolest people on the planet. And she says, Stu, I normally just delete this stuff. But I got an email today and something feels different. I don't know why, Stu, but I think you should call these people. And I'm like, okay, Leticia, I've never heard you talk this way. If you feel that way, I'll do it. What is it? And she said, and this is the big announcement, everybody. This is the big announcement. I'm not going to tease you. I'm not going to go crazy, and I'm going to share everything with you right now. But one of the biggest celebrities in the world for the last 50 years, 5 decades, who's got an amazing reputation, and children love him, kids love him, adults, seniors, everybody loves him. He touches pretty much every age group out there, and he's relevant today. Relevant today. Okay, some of you may know him from Deal or No Deal, right? You say that. Usually you say Deal or No Deal, and then it's like Howie Mandel, America's Got Talent. Right? A lot of you know America's Got Talent. I don't need to explain to you all who Howie Mandel is. What you need to know is that he and his team found us and wanted to partner up with us. So as of this minute, I can tell you we are partnered up with Howie Mandel, and I'll explain how that's going to bless all of you, okay? But what I want you to hear is this story, everybody. Just listen to this. And trust me, we've got a plan where you get blessed by this, okay? If you participate and you are a part of this family, you will be blessed by this if you do what you need to do. But when she called me and said, Howie Mandel, there's an email that says Howie Mandel may want to partner up with your company. I was like, Leticia, I love you, but you're nuts. I'm not calling this one. This is like the biggest crazy one we've ever had. She goes, Stu, something just feels different in my gut. And I said, all right, I'll do it then. I called him up. And then it's this company that when you see like celebrities on TV and they're representing a product and then they say available at like Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or any of that stuff, right? This is the company that puts celebrities together with products and athletes and stuff like that. So I call them up and I'm Googling, is this real? Is this a scam? Is this, and all that stuff. And then over about the next month, they interviewed me. And they literally, we had a bunch of meetings and a bunch of calls and Zooms, and they were like, tell us about your company, tell us about what you do, tell us about your technology, tell us about why your products are so special, tell us about why these products are changing lives. Because Howie Mandel, he's got plenty of money, obviously, everybody, right? But health is something that's really important. And he loves his daughter. He's got a podcast, How He Does, that he does with his daughter, and he's about family and stuff, right? And so then they said, yeah, he's looking to partner up with a nutritional company, but there's a bunch of companies we're looking into. They found us by one of our articles that was on, I think, Fox News or CBS or whatever, right? So they got a hold of our call center, and then Leticia could have just deleted it, but she said, Stu, something feels different. Folks, the reason why I'm sharing this story with you like this right now is because why I want you to know we started this company for no matter what you believe, for everybody. Doesn't matter what you believe, but I do believe God is taking care of us and guiding us. And I'm telling you, if Leticia just would have deleted that email, we wouldn't be having this announcement today, right? And then if I wouldn't have been obedient and said, I've never seen Leticia like this, I'm going to call, and then called up, and then after the call, I remember hanging up the call going, this sounds too good to be true. This has got to be a scam. I was Googling like crazy. I had a bunch of people Googling and checking out the company and the validity of all this stuff, right? Turns out it was true and it was real, right? Then think about this, everybody. Think about how nuts this is. I'm on the phone, and now they're interviewing me because you don't get to say, oh, here's my money, I want to do this with Howie or anything like that. They have to approve you. They have to decide you're going to be the company that he's going to say, hey, these products are good. You should check out these products, right? It's that kind of a thing. So after a grueling little over 3 weeks, little less than a month, I get on the phone and I'm thinking that they're going to just basically say, Stu, we're not going to do it with you guys. And it was just the opposite. After an hour and a half of being on the phone and finding out the person that I was on with that day happened to be the owner of the whole company, the CEO, the one that started that company, he called me personally to say how he wants to do this with you guys, right? And so that's going on, and it's amazing. And I asked him, I go, why do you think he's doing this with us? What did it? And he's like, Stu, everybody loves the story about your daughter and glutathione and how it saved her life and all of that stuff and everything like that. And I go, but why do you think you really did it? And he goes, Stu, just chalk it up to God. Okay, this is just enjoy it. This is a blessing. This is a good thing for your company, right? Here we go. Now, here's the reason why I shared all that with you all. Here's the reason why I want you to hear this part of the story. This is where you come in. This is where you all come in. And by the way, don't blow my phone up with I don't want a CEO that's emotional and crying, because I got to tell you, if I didn't live with my heart and through my heart, this thing would have been shut down a long time ago. We wouldn't have made it 10 years. We wouldn't be going where we're going right now. God gave me this heart. And the reason is so that I could care about all of you. Okay, so I'm just telling you, this has not been easy, but it's about to be worth it like you can't even imagine. And I pray that each and every one of you gets your piece of this thing. But let me tell you what happened. Once they said they wanted to do it with us and how we wanted to do this with us, there was two stipulations. They said, but there's just two things we have to change. And I'm like, okay, what's that? I'm thinking I'll change anything. This is huge. Imagine having a celebrity, an A-lister like Howie saying, you should try Social X's products. How much better can it get, right? And then these were the two stipulations. Number one, he cannot be associated with CBD. Anything to do with CBD. Not that it's bad or he doesn't believe in it or any of that, but he just doesn't want his name associated with a CBD company. I'm sitting here going, well, we've sold almost $70 million worth of CBD, but the truth is the mists replace it all. We don't really need CBD because the mists do it all, especially when you add moringa to the mix. Oh my gosh, this is it, everybody. Don't talk to me about other stuff going on out there product-wise and this and that. And I'm not going to say anything bad. I wish every company would have tremendous success. This industry is big enough for all of us, but listen to me. When you're comparing this patent pending technology that, 4 seconds in the blood and everything like David shared goes through your whole body in a couple of minutes, come on, this is it. The science is there. The products are there. Everything people need for total health is there. We've got that nailed, right? So I was like, you know what? We can simplify this and we can get rid of CBD because the truth is the mists replace it all anyway. So I was like, no problem, we'll do it. Some of you may have noticed that a little over a month ago, the CBD disappeared from our websites, right? It's not on the front of websites and it's not in the back offices anymore. That's because Howie Mandel can't be associated with that. So I had to make that decision. That was number one. Here's where you all come in. This was the second stipulation. And I know this is taking a little bit longer today. I'm the king of saying, we got to do this faster, faster, faster. Nobody has time. This is the microwave, error. Everybody wants it now, now, now. But folks, this is important. You need to hear how this played out. I've been dying on the inside wanting to share this for over a month now because I want you to know how important you all are to me. I understand as the CEO of this company, without all of you, we have nothing. I get it, right? But I also know if you choose to not be a part of this, it doesn't mean there's not enough other folks in the world that will get their piece of this and we will still have success, right? I believe it's not whether we're going to make it or not. We're making it. It's whether you're going to get your piece of it or not. But here was the second stipulation. No CBD and no MLM. No network marketing. Stu, if you can get rid of the associates, it's going to be okay because Howie, you'll be able to advertise with him and every dollar that comes in, you're going to be able to keep it for the company. Imagine, keeping all the money from 100% of the sales instead of giving half to the families that are building the company, but Howie can't be associated with MLM. Folks, my heart sunk. It sunk. I was like, it's over. Why? Because I'm not going to trade you all for Howie Mandel. There's no way. And I'm very excited about Howie. Don't misunderstand right now. And I just said to the owner of that company, with all due respect, I can't. I can't. My commitment, my loyalty, my love is for these families. And I want them to succeed. There must be a way we can talk Howie into doing this so that the families can win. And he said to me, Stu, they're that important to you? You're that passionate about it? I said, absolutely. I said, I have to tell you, if it's no MLM, it's no deal. And it's not what I want to say right now, but it's the truth. My life is to serve these families. And then long story short, he said, all right, let me call you back. Folks, that was the worst night's sleep ever. I mean, it was terrible because I was like, oh God, that was exciting and it's over all at the same time. And then the next day he called me up and he said, Stu, Howie said, okay, you can keep the MLM part. So everybody, I want you to know you matter. You matter to me, but you have to do it for yourself, for your own families. You have to do it. Okay. Now I'm going to show you some stuff right now. We're going to spend another 5 or so minutes and I'll try to wrap this up, but I'm going to show you some stuff right now that's super exciting and that can bless you financially, can help you get your piece of this thing. But here's the deal. I fought for all of you to keep you so that we could still have Howie and you also. And I would not have traded you all for him. And I'm not trying to be a martyr or say anything weird right now. I'm just trying to let you know this is real life. This is what happened. And I had to make a decision. Is it going to be you guys or is it going to be Howie? And here's what I know. God is big enough to give me and us both. And he did it. And he did it. So here's the deal right now, everybody. Okay. And I'm sorry. I'm very excited. These are happy emotions right now. I promise you, these are happy emotions. But here's the deal. Let me show you what's coming next. Okay, so you can be excited. I hope you understand what it took to get here and how it took faith. It took faith. But I also have faith. We're going to change this industry forever. We're going to do what it takes to change people's lives for the better forever. So everybody, check this out. First of all, let me show you this quick 30-second spot that's going to be airing on TV stations and everything all over. And before you form any opinions about anything, everybody, please understand, we've got a plan where this is going to bless you, okay? This is for all of you. So don't go, oh, look, now the company's going to go get big without us and this and that. No. If we were going to do that, I would have chose Howie over you all. I didn't, okay? This is for all of us right now. Before I show you everything, don't do it now, but I want you to know in your back offices, as of this minute, it's live. We've got this brand new heading in your back office, all about the glutamous xanthomus moringa, and this is in your associate back offices and meet moringa. If you haven't learned about it yet, go there after this is over and do that, okay? But right now, I'm going to show you the 30-second spot. Sorry, I need to share with sound so you can hear it. Oh, David, I'm learning from you, brother. Okay, here we go. Hopefully you guys can all hear this right now. This is the 30-second commercial.
Howie Mandel here. Ever feel like your brain is buffering and your body is stuck in slow-mo before noon? Social X isn't just about wellness. It's about movement, designed to support clean energy and focus with a formula you can feel good about and that's trusted by countless experts. Meet a dynamic duo, Xanthomist and Glutamist. Fast-acting mist developed using advanced delivery technology. Then there's Xilerate, formulated with naturally sourced ingredients to help support smooth, crash-free energy. Visit socialx.com and use code Howie for a limited time offer.
Okay, everybody, hopefully you were able to just hear that. So that's one of the things that TV commercial, that 30-second spot will be all over the place. And when people go to socialx.com and they want to join the company or buy products or be a part of this and stuff, we're going to take all of those leads and we're going to spread them out to our associates out there. Yes, I could just keep them for the company and keep all of the money that comes in from it. We're not going to do that. We're going to spread them out to the people out there that are actually helping us build this thing. Okay. Now you need to know, you've got to be a manager 7 with at least 2 enrollments in the previous 30 days to get those leads. Okay, manager 7, folks. We had a manager 7 become a manager 7 in 2 days recently. Okay, so you can become a manager 7, and if you just bring in a couple of customers in a month, you're qualified to get those leads. Okay, this banner is going to be, and I'll show you in just a few minutes, but it's going to be all over the place. Okay, so it gives everything credibility. And then, just so you know, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, it'll be in New York Times Square. It'll be on billboards in New York Times Square, the NASDAQ one, and then also the one that's the most seen, the I Love New York billboard. I hope you guys recognize this. This is the I Love New York billboard. Within the next 14 to 20 days, Howie Mandel will be on there holding up our product saying you should go to socialx.com, which will also help create some of the leads. Okay, so there's all kinds of stuff about this that I could share with all of you right now. But the main thing is this, everybody. Give me another just a couple seconds here, okay? Right now, live, right this minute on your websites. This went live while you were on this Zoom. Howie Mandel is now on the front of your existing websites right now, right at the top. He's one of the banners, okay? And then the brand new DTP system is right under that. So now it's all about detox, defend, power up. Yes, people can buy individual bottles and everything, folks. We're not changing any of that, but there's a really good reason why everyone should be on these 3 myths, okay? And look, people spend 2-3 grand a month on a house payment. They spend 300 to 700 a month on a car payment. They could spend $100 and something on their health. It's way more important than their house or their car, right? And then under that is all about Xilerate and Howie. And folks, here's what you need to know. There was 28 people in a boardroom for Howie, all testing the products. He got them too and everything, right? It was all together, but he was in Hollywood. They were in Florida. 28 people in a boardroom. Within 10 minutes, they were lit on Xilerate. They loved it. As a matter of fact, that company is telling me, Stu, in the near future, we want to pair you up with a professional athlete for Xilerate. It's an energy drink. It should be baseball, football, basketball, all of it, right? Hockey, whatever. Okay. So there's more coming. What the owner of the company told me is don't look at this deal with Howie as, this is it. He said, look at it as your foot's in the door now. This is the beginning of the relationship. They want to have a forever relationship with us. And I'm just telling you, folks, this is crazy, but your website, this is your brand new front of your website right now, and it's live. So you can all check it out right after this, okay? So and then it's pretty cool, everybody, because you can literally say Howie Mandel loves the products, right? And the correct thing you need to say is SocialX partnered up with Howie Mandel. Now I have to say something to you all, and I've got to be very, very strong about this, okay? Very, very strong. Ready? I got it on the notes. Don't mess this up for us, everybody. Don't mess it up for us. Okay. What do I mean by that? This is a whole new level. I don't even know of any other company that's got a celebrity that's relevant, still on America's Got Talent today, right? All of this stuff. but we have to follow guidelines, very strict guidelines, SAG, the entertainment industry, all this stuff, right? So what am I saying? Don't mess this up for us. Do not create your own tools, your own stuff. We're going to give you tons. Only use what corporate gives you. You're going to have all kinds of, so we have permission to blow this up on our social media, on our websites, on all of our stuff. Okay. Please, everybody, please, I'm begging you, don't create crazy stuff and put it out there. There are scam deals out there where people use celebrities and they're fake and everything. This is not one of those. This is real. We have a 1 year contract with Howie Mandel right now. We have partnered up with him, and then we'll see where it goes from there. This is only the beginning. So everybody, I can't, our team at corporate said, Stu, you got to be strong. You can't be all lovey-dovey about this. You got to let people know if they abuse this and create crazy tools and stuff, we could potentially have to terminate, right? I don't want to terminate any of you. So just use the stuff that we give you. It will be enough. Okay, so I'm going to give you the last announcement. I hope you all are excited about that. I know I went way over everybody. I'm so sorry, but this is like the biggest day in the history of our company right now. I hope you can appreciate that. But I want to tell you this, though. I've got another big announcement, and this is what it is. And this is the leadership that came up with this week. We are like, okay, look, we're going to spread the leads out from everything that comes in from Howie and all that. And that's one way you can get blessed and everything. But then we're like, let's make it bigger than that. Let's make it bigger. And folks, Pat was a part of this. Reed was a part of this. Fred was a part of this. Collie was a part of this, and other leaders as well. It's like, let's create one big family now, for real. We're all in this thing together. So we are creating a worldwide bonus pool where we're going to take money from every single sale this company makes anywhere in the whole entire world by whoever makes the sale. Doesn't matter who makes it. And we're creating a worldwide bonus pool. It will go live in about the next 10 days or so. Okay, 10 to 14 days. Be patient, and you all will be able to get in that pool and share from every single sale this company makes. So that's the last thing I wanted to share with you all. We're making that happen, everybody. Look for that to go live in about the next 10 to 14 days ish. Okay? So please, everyone, no more excuses. Stop making excuses and start making money. Yes, Pat, we're one team. We're one team. And I'm going to say something even stronger than that. We're one family. I didn't start this company to have a team in my life. I started this company to have the biggest family of any guy I know or gal I know, right? I'm pretty excited about it. So, everybody, I appreciate all of you. I'm going to leave you with this one last thought. If you do this right, and you're brand new right now, this is pretty much what you can expect. You should do a whole lot of work and maybe for not a lot of money in the beginning. But the end goal is simple: hardly do any work whatsoever someday for a whole lot of money, right? But think about this. Nobody makes money here without blessing someone with their health. No money is paid out without a product being sold. What does that mean? Somebody's getting healthy with every nickel that's being earned here at Social X. My mom said it, and I'm going to repeat it. Find something you would do for free. Figure out a way to get paid at that, Stu. That's when you'll be the happiest. Folks, not only would I do this for free, but I believe if you're the right person, you would too. Let's go blow this thing up. The good news is none of us have to do it for free. We've got the technology and the products. We've got the credibility behind them like you can't even imagine. We've got the ultimate compensation plan I've ever seen in my life in 40 years in this industry. And it's about to get even better in the next 10 to 14 days. And you all have owners that know without you, we have nothing. So we're going to always do the right thing to take care of all of you. Everybody, thank you so much. Reed, Fred, honestly, Pat, Collie, David, thank you so much. And all of you, Chantel, for she's literally on a date with her husband, making sure this thing's going off right today. Thank you for all your hard work, and all you other leaders out there. We appreciate you more than you know, but now it's time to go get it done. It's time to go get it done. Collie, I'll turn it back over to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And I got to just say, I'm so excited. One team, one dream. It's back. Global bonus pools. It's not just leaders getting paid, but starting at 10K, you can get in the pool. Just wait till you hear it'll be announced next month. But I'm just saying I'm excited about that because we are one team and we all have the same dream. And that's to help people with their health and their wealth. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Reed. Thank you, Fred. Thank you, David. Stuart, everybody for being here in attendance. It is absolutely go time. So let's get the word out. This recording will be posted soon. Thank you, Chantel. It's Canadian. It's Thanksgiving in Canada, and they're on a Thanksgiving weekend, but yet here she is serving us, and that's what leaders do. Thank you all. Love you all. We'll see you on the next one.
Thank you. See ya.
Okay.